that question? Does anyone expect a true answer when we ask or reply to that question? Not really, right? So we kind of answer with whatever pops into our head, usually, if you're like me. Work's good, family's good, or, the world feels uncertain and crazy. How do you expect me to feel? It kind of feels like this question that we ask each other because we don't know what else to say, but we know right now that the answer is not going to be, I'm great. It's just not. The world is in too much chaos for us to feel like we can even say that, even if it could be true. I think part of the issue with this is we don't know how we feel. We were never taught that was important in the Western world. What we think is important, what we know is important, but how we feel, it's almost like a distraction from the productivity that we want to pursue. It doesn't jive with this feeling of progress. And so we inadvertently hide how we feel, numb how we feel, and we don't really have many opportunities to just feel how we feel. And that's really the only way to know. That knowledge comes from us, not from anyone else. No one else can tell us how we feel. They can try, but they don't know. Only we know. And some of us consider ourselves pretty sensitive and empathetic and open to feelings. And for me, that was certainly true. So I thought that I had it covered. I thought I knew how I felt. But really, I knew what I thought other people felt. And then I took that on as my own emotion and my own feeling. But when all of that is stripped away, when we are in this time of isolation, when we are sitting alone, when we don't have our work to run around doing and distracting us, when we can't blame other people anymore for why we feel the way we feel, or when we just put all of that external stuff on hold for a minute, turn off our phone, and just sit with ourselves, what do me as an individual, as a unique individual, feel in this moment? And how do I know if I've shut off my body for so long, tried to disconnect from it? Because often how we feel doesn't feel good. We don't want to feel it. But I think at a certain point, it's it catches up with us, that running around being busy all day and then numbing at night through TV or through whatever our drug of choices. We all have one. Social media, we're all drinking that Kool-Aid right now all day. And how is it working for us? We just get to a point where it's okay, I can't do this anymore. I cannot run away. What do we do when we get to that point? Well, we just sit and we just listen to the felt sensations in our body. So I invite you to do that with me right now, to take a comfortable seat, or the body scan is really a nice thing to do lying on your back, getting comfortable. And let's let our body speak to us by first noticing the sensations in your toes. You might feel nothing. You might feel tingling, heat or cool. What about the backs of your feet? Your arch, your heel, the fronts of your feet. do your feet feel today? Your ankles. What sensations arise in your lower leg, in your shin, in your calf? What about your knees? How do they feel? What sensations arise in that part of your body right now, moment to moment? What about your thighs, the fronts of your thighs, the underside? We tend to think a lot about how we appear to others. But let's just try out another way of knowing. A felt understanding of our body without judgment. And now we come to the genital region, our hips, our pelvis. Again, there's a lot of feelings that we have about this part of our body. Judgments, experiences that could have been painful or joyous or anywhere in between. How does it feel in this part of your body right now? What are the sensations that arise? What is it communicating to you right now? Can you approach whatever arises with a sense of compassion and kindness and love for yourself, no matter what? Moving on to our back. If you're lying on the floor, you may feel the sensation of your back against a mat or the ground. Ultimately, we're all supported by this beautiful big Mother Earth. What are the sensations that are coming up in your back from your tailbone all the way up your spine, both sides? A feeling of tension or release. Maybe feelings that don't have names. We don't have that many words to describe our felt sensation, which is quite curious. How does it feel like in your belly? For me, this is the part of my body that I turned off communication with for the vast majority of my life. We have a lot of feelings about potentially this part of our body and what we think about it, but how does it feel right now? What is it saying to you, this beautiful second brain of ours, our gut? And what about your chest and your heart center? What is your heart telling you today? I know that's a very yoga teacher thing to ask, but really, like not metaphorically, but just physiologically, what is your heart saying? How does it feel in this beautiful big muscle that sustains us every waking moment of our lives? And how does it feel in your shoulders that carry so much? in your arms, in your hands, each of your fingers. How much do we do with our hands? Different than what our ancestors did, but equally as valuable to us. What are your hands communicating? Your wrists. Traveling up to your neck and your throat. Can you feel the air pass through? What about your face? Our face does a lot of work for us all day. Communicating, expressing, seeing, hearing, smelling, speaking. How does it feel in those organs, in those muscles, in that skin? Your head and scalp. Our brain, just another organ of our body. Can you feel it? Is it tense? Or relaxed, or tingly, or hot, or cold? And now focusing back on your breath for just a few more moments here, just imagining yourself breathing through your whole body, breathing into all the parts that we just felt together. Knowing that whatever your experience was, truly is exactly what it should have been. And that this is just a practice, and that you can listen to this recording or any body scan recording or any meditation every day for the rest of your life, and it will always be a little bit different. And it will always be valid. And if this type of practice is beneficial to you, is serving you, is feeding you in some way, then perhaps continue to cultivate this. And just throughout your day, drop into your body and just say, what does my body feel right now? What do my feet feel as I walk? What do my hands feel as I write? What do my shoulders feel as I hunch? Just what are you telling me? Without judgment, with curiosity, with openness, with compassion. It's a practice. It's hard. It's simple, but it's hard. And another exercise that we have for you to try, if you're interested, is below. We describe exactly what it is. We call it the body history. And it's pretty interesting and enlightening, I think. The things that come up when you start to think of your body in this different way and recognize that our biology, as Caroline Neese says, our biology is our biography. Our biography is our biology. We are living, moving, conscious history books. Our body keeps the score, all of that knowledge and wisdom that's stored. So not to be afraid of it, but this is what we're attached to. This is our vessel throughout life. So may as well potentially take this time to get in touch with it. And let me know how it goes for you. I would love to hear. Thank you so much. Namaste.